welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so that means we're playing Remnant Shadow, our Star Wars D6 actual play. We are continuing this week with the Roll for Ukraine. So if you want to donate, I believe it is exclamation point charity in the chat.
Yep.
And the money is going to, I believe it's United Help Ukraine.
United Help Ukraine, yeah.
United Help Ukraine. Which is helping buy medical supplies, hygiene products, just generally helping citizens where they can and refugees. I believe they've set up a shop in Poland. 99% of what is donated goes directly to helping. They only use about 1% to cover operation costs. We'll go over it again towards the end of the stream. But... Oh, and somebody has put it up in the chat. Excellent.
That was me.
Thank you. All right, so who remembers where we were? Well, let me do introductions since our opening crawl didn't have that. And Jeremy, you're a little out of focus.
Yeah, it's gonna keep doing that.
Oh, okay.
I don't have good lighting. My camera's great, but it's only really good when I have the lighting to support it, and I don't currently have that.
So you just gotta be in that little sweet spot.
I have to be like right here at all times, and that's just not gonna happen with my posture.
I can understand that. But
move up a little bit, see if that changes.
Anyway, I'm your GM for the day, Jason, and with me is Jeremy playing Ozen, Duba playing Doc, Rappy playing Keltzer, and Eric playing Captain Aria. Is that right?
Did it?
Yeah.
We'll take it as a
I found a random note where I had the pronunciation written out, so I was hoping I'd at least written it right.
Well, we had put that together at the very beginning.
Yes, we kind of lost that sheet.
Episode 0. Well, you need to not lose those sheets.
I mean, the note card for the planet Yelleron and the note card for the main villain were buried under Diablo sauce packets for some reason. I don't really know how they got into there.
It's hilarious that it's not me this go around. So it's like I'll toss them. It's the every other campaign with Jason where I give him the really hard, incomprehensible, and Aria isn't even that hard, and he's having trouble with it. It's really making me reconsider my naming schemes.
Considering I can still pronounce Osnadurta.
Yeah, well, that one was that's in your wheelhouse.
And we are currently short somebody. They will hopefully be here before too long. That is largely up to managers, traffic, and weather. So.
Yeah.
All right. So last time, you went to some peace talks.
Peace talks didn't happen.
No, there was some talking done. I mean, there was some peace talking done, and then things got unpeaceful.
Very quickly.
But not from any of the participants at the talks. You were in a sort of under a large tent outside the city walls. But also some distance away from the besieging army. The talks were probably going okayish. A couple of the kings seem to be kind of pro-peace, assuming any peace settlement involved them getting some of the cure.
Yeah.
One of them looked like he'd go either way, and then the one named Blonde Fellas, the one everybody figured was going to be a problem, didn't seem to be as keen on it. Yeah. But the talks were ambushed by the Troika. It went pretty poorly for them. Y'all managed to fight them away and keep them away from King Groex until Io and I think it was Io, Doc, and BL are on the ship, I think. And the ship arriving more or less broke the fight up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone's gangster until a spaceship comes in from the heavens.
Well,
And then introduces itself with fire.
My bronze daggers versus a starship.
That just cratered a portion of the ground. Oh, that dude's vaporized. What? Where'd that guy go? Who knows?
Our fight will be legendary.
He will be forever remembered as the dumbest man that ever lived.
Yeah, let's say that sounds like someone who has done something very dumb thing.
Now, one person that went out with you, one of the kings, can't remember who it was, a advisor or if it was just a court functionary. I think it was just a court functionary. But he did dive in front of the king to take a shot, and he did not survive.
No, he did not.
And the other kings lost some guards. Two of the kings, the last you saw of them, they were convulsing on the ground.
Yeah.
Didn't look like they'd received fatal wounds, but the Troka's blades are poisoned, so.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Doc would try and tend to anybody and everybody he could.
I think you had, when we ended, that you had already tended to.
Because when the fight started, I had a choice of getting to you or Ozen, and the advisor, but the advisor pretty much was going to die even if I could get to them. So, and I think I started doing treatments to everyone else once the fight ended.
You may very well have. And there was a flurry of messengers back and forth where they were, an agreement was reached to carry on more talks tomorrow. But they have plans to have people out actually patrolling the surrounding ground, make sure the Troka aren't laying out there camouflaged again. They were going to circle the tent with some of that red goo that they use inside buildings. They don't use it outside as much because in the weather it doesn't last as long, but it'll last long enough for the talks. The rest of the day is probably spent getting patched up. Are any of you still carrying wounds from the battle?
Ozen is.
Yeah, you were probably the party member that got hurt the worst.
Yes, I believe she is wounded at the moment. Not all the way incapacitated.
Not incapacitated.
So.
Yeah, if I was tended to by Doc, I'm back up to healthy again.
Okay.
Because I only took the one wound, but then I rolled snake eyes for the poison. So,
yeah.
I was kind of convulsing on the ground.
Yeah, but Doc knew that you would have been fine due to the fact to which the effects of the poison was with your biology versus the natives.
Yeah.
So he knew you'd be okay, and I think I made the choice of going to Ozen, which they felt a prick and was about ready to cut a droid in half.
Again.
Another droid in half. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Ozen's gonna do some accelerate healing real quick.
Okay.
Makes it. I get 12 on it, so I just needed to get a 10.
All right, so that bumps you back up one more.
No, that allows me to roll natural healing rolls at the end of the day.
Oh, okay.
Or so I can either it lets me do that, or I can use another med pack. I believe you can only use one med pack per day.
I believe that's right because that's all Doc can do for you.
Yeah,
it's the one thing per day.
So now Doc can get me again.
Alright. If we're doing that, then I'll happily bring up the info I need.
And then whatever your result is a +2.
Okay.
So it's 27. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's what's the difficulty on that roll he's got to make? I mean, a 26 is obviously going to do it, but just or 27. But for future reference,
I think that's actually. I think we have that here. Healing table.
oh, yep, here. Let's see. Back to tank healing times.
It's above that.
Difficult. Okay. Oh, okay. The difficulty depends on how wounded you were. You were only wounded, so I think he only needed a 10. Oh no, you were still incapacitated.
No, I was wounded. Or the first time he did it, he rolled like a 30 or something ridiculous like that.
Okay.
So that would have been fine. Because the difficulty for that is 15. I really hate the scale. But now that I'm only wounded, it's only a 10.
Okay. So yeah. So by the time you retire for the evening, you're feeling tons better.
Yep.
It's not to say you won't be sore in the morning, you won't still have bruising, but
Yeah, for sure.
The rest of the evening's, fairly uneventful. The king, of course, thanks you. Double checks to make sure you're still, that you're still on for the next day.
Good. Are the other kings still on for another day?
Yeah, there was a flurry of messengers going by earlier in the afternoon to make sure, but yeah, everybody's still on for the next day, and they came up with these precautions to take to keep the Troke at bay. Nobody had expected them to strike in the middle of the day like that.
Isn't that exactly what happened last time?
That's what I'm saying. They weren't expecting it that time. This time they're making plans for it. Last time I think they struck at dinner and it was inside and all that kind of jazz. Yeah. But there's no fancy dinner that night. Everybody's kind of scrambling around and busy getting ready for the next day. The king's in meetings with advisors, debating, how to go about it, what sort of, in the bargaining, what they might offer, what concessions they might make, Is there anything specific that y'all want to do before you turn in for the night?
The Troika are just something that are specifically here, right? There's no mention of them in any other somethings.
No, nothing. No searches you try to do on them pulls up any information. I mean, if you go to the palace library and search for stuff, you'll find some of the old myths and tales of them and stuff. But
I was gonna say, I'm wondering if we're missing some sort of like big MacGuffin that we're missing for like the Troika, or if they're just gonna be assholes for the rest of the time we're on this planet.
Or are they going to follow you off the planet?
One of them just hanging on like this, and that's when we learn they can breathe in space.
Mother of God.
They can camouflage, and then they go into hibernation like water bears.
But no, Ozin just spends the rest of our time just like pondering the cube.
Literally just staring at it, or with it turned on and the hologram.
It's turned. Well, this is turned on, so yeah, with it turned on and like everything kind of everything around. Not in of course in her room, because it's still one of those like, why do you have that out in public type situations? So it's in her room.
Yeah.
Someone wants to come into her room, you'll see a hologram of like this dude doing like I guess would be teaching Ozin how to like put a healing touch onto somebody else.
All right. So the hologram of Janos Sarn.
Yes.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I'm about to say if the captain hadn't been tended to, Doc would take care of that part.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you've had time to do all the
He
tending.
has been
that
now.
you do. I think you shot everybody up with the antidote to the poison, pretty quickly. But and I assume that y'all are still sleeping on the ship. Since y'all been doing that pretty. That's pretty much been your standard thing the entire time you've been here.
Mm-hmm.
R2 is still doing still scanning the area kind of constantly. Since you've discovered the Trokas show up on infrared just fine. Gangplank's of course closed. BL-17 is down there on guard duty by the door, by the main door.
Mm.
He seems to have taken that just as his baseline post anytime y'all are on world. Unless you've got him out doing something specific. Sometime around it's after the middle of the night, so
Oh, great.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that, or whatever the local equivalent would be. Horns start sounding. Now, your ship is probably soundproofed enough that you might not hear them from inside the ship. But your R2 unit doing the scans, he picks them up and pumps it, pipes it through all the intercom throughout the ship.
First soundproofed, and it's like, shh. My hero.
Yeah.
And then, brrr, like, fucking hell.
What is it, R2?
Quick series of whistles and chirps. It's horns. Specifically the alarm horns for the city.
For the city?
Well, they started in the city, and then some in the palace started going off. I believe I'm detecting. I believe I see smoke. The palace wall is kind of in the way.
What? Okay. Pipe that. We're gonna have to go see what the hell's going on, aren't we?
Vision's coming out of her room like, yes, we will.
Over the intercom, you hear a couple of short little chirps. Almost very low, almost like under the breath sort of thing. I'm not sure what he means by we.
Kelser would have came out their room all dressed and ready to go check out what hell.
Gangplank's already down.
Mhm.
Bosun's already headed out.
Like that alarm sound. Kelser just steps out of the room already fully armored. Are you sleeping in your armor? Maybe.
It's Iron Man. It takes like 2 seconds for her to put it on, and then anybody else, it takes like an hour.
Oh, no. You look at her room,
okay.
she doesn't have a bed. She's got one of those little anti-gravity chambers they had Obi-Wan trapped in episode 2. That way you just stay fully armored, but you don't have to worry about bed sores.
Look, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
Exactly.
Sounds about right. Well, I guess we're going. BL, you know the drill. Eye on the ship, etc., etc.
Of course, sir. He snaps a salute.
Best bring some med kits along in case something happened.
Yeah, probably. I usually keep some on me, though, so it works out.
But anyway, the gangplank's down. There's still guards that are stationed outside your ship.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of talking amongst themselves, though.
Gentlemen, what's the commotion? We hear the horn sounding.
Some sort of emergency out in the city. I'm not sure, but I think that's the warning for like the walls being breached. But they're not. There's supposed to be he wouldn't say ceasefire, but there's supposed to be an armistice while the talks are going on. And off in the distance, in other parts of the palace grounds, you see people running around. Like somebody's kicked an anthill.
Anybody seen anything yet?
Yeah, if you step out and you kind of look over towards the palace wall,
yeah,
which the ship's parked fairly close to.
Yeah,
you got the palace, the courtyard y'all are in, the wall, then out into the city. You can make out some of the smoke R2 was talking about. It's dark, but the smoke's like underlit.
Mm.
Troubling. Someone decided to take use and advantage.
Sounds about right. Onwards, then, I guess.
Yeah. Just keeping my eyes peeled for, people. Troika, people, whatever.
Yeah, and R2 lets you know he has spotted none of the Troika in the area. Of course, this one little courtyard's really all he can.
Courtyard's all he can really see.
Yeah. They're not sneaking up on us. What they're doing on the other side of that wall, the other side of that building, he can't help you with.
Mm-hmm.
You do see a company of the palace guard, forming up and getting ready to head out into the city. You don't see the king out here, but you do see Barden, which I believe is one of the court vizier isn't the right word. One of the king's men that y'all dealt with before.
I thought he died.
He wasn't the one that went out to the peace talks.
He was okay.
Oh, okay.
That was some functionary that you had probably seen, but you weren't familiar with.
What are we dealing with?
Apparently, a small group got over the wall and managed to open the gate.
Okay. Do we know whose they are?
I believe it's Fellis's. I believe it is Fellis's men.
Fellis's men.
Yeah, blonde Fellis.
Blonde Fellis.
Yeah, Fellis is
I was preparing to hear blonde.
Yeah, yes, that's who he's talking about. He just used the guy's last name for family name. Best we can tell, nobody is pouring out of the other camps.
Okay.
This sounds like you have this under. You're making it sound like you have it under control.
If we can get enough troops to the gate quickly enough, we should be able to get it shut. It's kind of a race of our troops getting there before the bulk of his army can get there.
Gotcha.
The captain just turns around and walks off.
Back towards the ship, or
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah.
There are some things you do not cross with the captain. Breaking your word is one of them.
Barden is actually smiling as he watches the captain walk off. I didn't want to ask him, but yeah, he's volunteering.
Yeah.
All right, so who all is running back on the ship with the captain?
Yeah. Doc would at this point. He knows he ain't fast enough to outrun that ship.
Yeah, I'll be heading back too.
Okay.
We'll see. And I'll just like he's like doing the cool guy walk. I'll look back. I'm like, we'll see what we can do and join the captain.
Any assistance will be appreciated.
He's easy to say when your ally is a giant fucking ship.
So as you're walking back to the ship, R2 is already, powering up the engines.
BL, get on the gun.
Yes, sir. He walks down to one of the gets to get in one of the turrets. All right, Captain. What is your plan?
Well, it depends. If a certain somebody's army is marching against the gate in complete violation of the ceasefire that was agreed upon, then we're going to be showing them the error of their ways in very short order.
All right, so the Rubicon lifts up over the wall. Are you piloting it? Or are you letting R2 pilot it? Or...
No, he's piloting it, and he's using the cockpit to control whichever turret is not being controlled by BL.
Can you control the turrets from the cockpit, or do you have to be in the turret?
I think if I remember correctly, they can be controlled from the cockpit, but they can only really fire in a very small arc. They can't turn in various directions.
Okay, but they can fire forward like the single man. Okay.
Yeah. As far as I understand, anyway, I think most ships have that functionality. I want to say.
All right. So you're lifting up off of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start moving forward, you suddenly get a very alarmed series of whistles and chirps from R2.
What is it?
As you lift it up, and you got over some of the over the wall of some of the surrounding buildings, he detected 3 figures running into the palace. He doesn't know how many might have been in the group. There was 3 that he saw. He just saw them just as they were going in. He saw their heat signature, but he did not see them with visuals.
Hello. Did Ozen and Keltzer get in the ship too?
I think everybody followed you back in.
We're about to, yeah.
I thought he had already lifted off and just left you all there.
No,
at least that's how I understood it. Keltzer, how good's your jetpack?
Wait, what?
The jetpack.
Good through jetpack.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Can it handle you stopping a lethal fall for you and someone else?
Question.
Because I'm kicking you and Ozen out right now because 3 Troker just went into the palace.
No, I mean, character understands. Player is wondering, can it though?
Oh yeah, you can definitely carry another. You can definitely carry one other person.
Okay.
2 would probably be pushing it. No,
It's pretty good, right?
no higher than you are right now. Even with 2 people, you could probably step off the ship and land relatively safely. With 1 person, you could fly around about like normal. You'd only really have problems if you tried to like be flying around and shooting and something while still holding a person, you know. But weight-wise, it should be fine, as long as you can actually hold the person.
As long as I don't need to shoot as I'm trying to get us there safely.
Just get there.
They'll grab Ozen and hop right out of the ship.
Are you carrying me bridal style, or are you carrying me
Not piggyback.
not
Not
piggyback? No.
Not piggyback.
Are you just like
Um,
bear hug? Are you just bear hugging? Or are you carrying me bridal style?
Probably bridal style.
Probably bridal style.
The mental images are hilarious.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it makes me think of Invincible when his buddy, you know, found out who he was and immediately blackmailed him to fly him around.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But so yeah, so you kind of pause over the wall, you open the back door, and Kelser goes zipping out, you know, holding Ozen.
This is the
You
most
know.
unique thing I've done today.
Even though the day's only 2 hours long, so that's really not saying much. So you zip over the head of some of the guards that are like, where are they? Yeah, but they don't break their formation. And you head off to the door that R2 indicated.
Ozen rights herself when we land. My guardian angel pulls out a lightsaber.
You won't see it, but Kelso would have rolled their eyes and then pulled out their heavy blaster.
Wait.
That seems like a very Keltzer thing to do, though. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you two are heading in. The ship is taking off across the city. Sure enough, there are some buildings on fire up close to the gate.
Mm-hmm.
The gate is wide open. There are forces pouring in. Probably a couple of hundred.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at this point. Though you can see further off that a larger bulk of his army is headed towards the gate.
Okay. He'll. I assume there might be loudspeakers or something, right?
On your ship?
Yeah, to
Oh Jesus! I hate where this is going.
It seems reasonable that you'd have something where you could call outside.
Attention! You're fucking up.
Yeah, he'll flip them on and it's like, all right, you blonde bastard, you have one chance to turn around or your army's dust.
He can't answer back.
Now he'll be able to see if the army's moving away.
Wait, I think that one guy's flipping you off. You mow him down. Oh, no, he was saying 1 minute while he gets his troops out. Oops. Turns out hand gestures are not universal. Who knew?
Yeah. Not even universal on Earth. I mean, let's be real.
No.
And from what I've learned, there's some hand signs that are closed gestures. If you make the wrong one, you could mean something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the country you're in.
Like, for instance, this means asshole to somebody else.
Yes, it does.
I forget which
Sometimes I use
country
it for
it
that
is.
reason.
I forget which country it is that you don't do this either.
Yep.
I don't remember which one that is.
Australia, I think. Because I want to say the first
Might be.
President Bush made that mistake.
Might have.
I mean, he also, threw up at a Japanese gathering, so, it wasn't his
True.
biggest goof.
Yeah.
Tangent 1. All right. Oh, and Sarah missed it. It's a shame.
No, she's listening to stream.
Well, she wasn't involved.
That's
Anyhow. So some of the army is scattering out, and there's already a few troops, a few of
Speaking of.
Ashmar troops that are there.
Mm-hmm.
So, the front ranks are kind of mixed up. You're not going to be able to fire on them without killing course, all them guys further back. But some of them start scattering into side streets after you start shouting.
But do they actually start pulling away from the city, though?
No. I mean, to be fair, most of the troops probably don't speak basic, but
Yeah, but what's his bucket does.
What's his bucket does.
Assuming he's there.
That's all he cares about.
Do we know roughly where the other kingdoms are, like, on the planet?
If you had wanted to look at a map, you could look at a rough map.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody involved here is within a geographical region, like, if you think of, like, ancient Greece, like the bottom half.
Yeah.
Because this is all city-states.
This is all within, like, this isn't even, like, the majority of the planet. This is, like, one subsection of the planet.
Yeah, this is, like, one major culture.
This is Rome and Sparta having beef with each other.
Yeah.
Hi.
Alright, so does he see some kind of command structure happening somewhere where he sees the blonde bastard?
No, you're just seeing lots of troops in similar armor. There's a few guys that are obviously higher ranking that are wearing slightly better armor, if you're looking around.
But he doesn't see...
You don't specifically see blonde, no.
Huh.
Maybe we should have one of the people that speaks both. Maybe tell the people to move. We can go back and pick someone up. Maybe have Kelser pipe them in on the comm.
About to say
already.
Kelser kind of jetpacked off with.
Yeah.
Like we could calm Kelser, and so she could have someone that speaks both bird dinosaur language and common translate. Like, you need to back off or you're going to become very fantastic dust.
See, my thought process was Doc's been working with him for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
And medical droids need to be able to speak a multitude of languages.
Cat scarf.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
Attempted.
Doc...
But medical droids are not protocol droids.
Well, yes. Doc probably has a better chance of it than we do.
I'm just picturing Doc shouting out the message. So what did you tell them? Well, I really only know medical terms. So I just explained how all their internal organs are going to be outside if they don't leave soon.
I mean, which works.
Oh no. He would happily.
I'll say, was there a lie there?
He would happily tell them the HR-friendly version of, you can test that assumption at your earliest convenience, or in layman's terms, fuck around and find out.
I mean, yeah, he'll have Doc do that if he can.
All right, Doc, give me, because you don't
I think there is
know
language.
the language. But yeah, give me a roll on languages to see if you picked up enough of the language to get the message across intelligibly.
Literally a languages roll, so yeah, go have at it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
We're gonna go with a moderate difficulty because you can use fairly simple words to get the message across.
GTFO.
Just under.
Yep. You see a few individual troops kind of break off and head back out and start heading back towards the gate. Maybe it's some of the ones that had a good bird's eye view of what the ship did yesterday.
Bird's eye.
But the bulk of the troops just continue fighting.
Alright, well,
some of them are spilling down side streets. A couple of them look like they're trying to disable the gate where maybe it can't be shut.
Where it can't shut?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so despite that, this might be the army being led by somebody else that just took Blonsky's position. The bulk of the army is heading to the gate. Or
Yes,
the
I mean they're
whole
still a
army.
little ways off. You've got a little time to do something.
All right. Quick scanner. Are the other armies moving from the other camps?
There's a lot of movement within their camps, but
Mustering, but
nobody
not-
seems to be marching out of the camp.
Okay.
You know, it's like something's going on and there's commotion, but
Everyone's kind of
nobody's
looking
leaving the
outside.
camp.
Okay. Well, as the saying goes, fuck around and find out.
I can't be made a liar.
No, yeah, he's not going to be made a liar, so he will shoot.
We did warn them.
I am many things. Some of them horrible, but not a liar.
No, he's not. He.
Might be a murderer, but I'm not a liar.
One of the things that I wrote down for his personality is your word is your bond and your highest price, so guard it closely with your life. He will stick to his guns.
Quite
Literally.
literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
All right, so rolling. Ouch. Oh, lordy Lou.
What'd you roll?
Something very high.
Uh-huh.
Alas, poor troopies, we knew you well.
Against Starfire, yeah. Let's see. 31.
All right.
I'm sure they're fine.
They rolled a 7.
The collective dodge.
It's like doing the wave in a stadium.
I'm getting this mental image of have any of you seen Gate, thus the JSDF fought here, that anime?
No. I'm not an anime watcher.
Okay, basically some magical gate opened and a medieval empire invaded modern day Japan.
Uh-huh.
And
I think I've seen clips of this.
And
I know what you're talking about.
in modern day Japan went, okay, you've got wyverns and orcs, dudes in armor with giant tower shields.
I've got this gun.
We've got assault rifles and tanks and helicopters and fighter jets. And you get to really see the disparity. I think like one of the ending bits was they literally like leveled a place with artillery fire. I'm imagining this is like the power discrepancy about to go on here. Let me see if there's actually a GIF of.
All right, so you start unloading just kind of on the enemy column, deep enough that you're not going to have to worry about friendly fire. And, guys are jumping out of the way. Some guys are getting vaporized.
Mm-hmm.
Because, ship weapons on an individual, you double the dice you'd be rolling.
Mm-hmm.
You're still hitting individuals. So it's not like you're cutting a swath.
It's
through the
not like a
crowd.
cone weapon or anything.
Right. It's hit with enough force that it's knocking down some folks around whoever took a direct hit. But, and the shock and awe aspect of it is definitely going to have some effect.
Yep. If necessary, he will flip the ship around and fire a torpedo.
That might hurt the city as well, though.
Not if he hits the primary enemy column.
But go ahead and roll the damage dice, remembering to double.
Boy.
Remembering to double. Fair enough.
Double the dice or double the total?
Double the dice roll. You double the dice code.
Okay, that's just the damage. I like rolling on these dice.
Me too.
$27 damage.
Okay, so 27. Oh, he almost made it. The front ranks that are engaged in melee combat, they don't noticeably respond because they're occupied.
Yeah.
Large chunks of like the army further back though, they're starting to break rank. You can see some of the like commander types, clearly trying to keep them cohesive, but
next shot at the commander.
Go ahead and roll and see if you can hit the commander directly.
Okay.
He will attempt to dodge. All right, he got a 19 on his dice.
35.
Let's see, and the difficulty to hit him.
As that was 4 5s, a 6, a 4, a 3, and a 2.
All right, let's see, range. All right, you said you got a total of what?
35.
Yeesh. Okay, so we got a 19 on his roll plus 15.
I beat him by 1.
Yeah, 34.
All right.
It's like he realized the ship was turning to angle directly at him. He's like, get it together, whoa! But doesn't quite make it.
Yep. All right, rolling for damage.
Yes. See if you vaporize him completely.
29.
All right, so you got a 29. He got a 16. So you didn't quite double.
Pert near, but not quite hardly.
So the blast strikes close enough that he obviously takes damage from it, but it was not like a direct hit. You didn't blow off an arm.
Yeah. But enough to make him rethink his life choices.
And definitely enough that, where he was attempting to kind of rally the men, that is failing. And it's looking more and more like the men are in the process of routing.
Which is what he's after.
Now, the ones that have scattered down the side streets, they just keep going.
Understandable.
They're not trying to get closer to the ship to get back out. The ones close to the gate, you know what? We're just the Family Guy, slow step away, and then they run off. But you can hear kind of a roar from the defenders, because it's a great morale boost for them.
Naturally.
Yep. I imagine it would be.
Now, cutting back to the palace.
Yep.
Kelter knows, and you just landed in front of the door. The Rubicon has just taken off. You can see that this side door is ajar.
Uh-huh.
And R2 had let you know he, just as they were raised up, he just managed to spot three obvious Troca running in there. He didn't know if that was the only three,
There's no red paint in this area, right?
No. That is generally around the living quarters.
Right. Okay. Then yeah, enter into this room. Quietly, or attempting to be quiet.
Okay. There is a guard laid out.
Still attempting, even more so attempting to be quiet.
He doesn't appear to have been stabbed. Are y'all gonna take the time to examine him at all, or just
No.
Yep, he's one with the force.
He doesn't
now.
look like he's been stabbed. He's probably been like darted or something. It's a quick way to incapacitate him is just dart. We know that now.
Well, the dart wouldn't have killed him quickly though.
Does
It's
he
not
appear
a-
dead?
He
appears
oh yeah, he's
incapacitated.
wide-eyed and his face is kind of discolored.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, that's different then. But that's still not quite enough because this is about where the supplies are, yeah? Or
Do what
going
now?
in this direction? Going in this direction is about where the supplies are?
That would be deep, literally deeper, like underground areas of the palace.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, you've just come through one of the outside doors, so they could potentially be headed anywhere within the palace complex.
Sure. I'm still going to tiptoe around.
Okay.
I don't know if Kelser's going to examine the body or not.
Kelser, what are you
No. Yeah, she would definitely examine the body.
All right. It doesn't take you. You lean down and you just kind of move his head. You realize somebody has crushed his throat.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know that. I'm kind of keeping watch while she does that.
Now, whether somebody just snatched him up or whether somebody got him, around the neck, whatever it was, it wound up the throat being crushed. The discoloration is probably where he was suffocating as much as anything.
Or a force choke.
Any kind of choke, but yes. Yes, you can certainly do this with the force.
Okay. Anything else besides that?
No. He was clearly the guy stationed at this door, and it didn't end well for him.
Yeah. Okay.
Done, Kelser, we gotta keep going.
She'll look at us and be like, "Well, his throat was crushed."
Concerning. Still have to move forward. That is something we compartmentalize. Move on.
All right. Now, Ozin, you were saying something about tiptoeing or whatever. I forget exactly how you put it.
I'm absolutely going quietly.
All right. So if y'all are going quietly, give me stealth. Should be a thing.
It's hide. It's in
Hide and
perception.
sneak.
Oh yes, give me a hide sneak rolls.
Yep. What's that? I don't. 14.
Okay.
Give me a second. Just click. Roll. 14. 15. Sorry, I have the +1. So that's a 15.
All right. So you said a 15.
They got a 15. I got a 14.
Okay. All right. So y'all are speeding down the hallway, or you're trying to be quiet, but you're also trying to
That's
move
walking.
on with some speed because.
Yep. But
you come to a little kind of a T in the hallway. It comes up and butts into another hallway.
Yep.
And you've had rooms to the side, but none of the doors have been open. You haven't heard any commotions out of them. Give me perception checks, or whatever it's called.
Search.
Yes.
All right.
Because you would obviously keep
That
your
matters
eyes
to
up.
me because perception's 4, search is 6. Oh, I rolled a lot of 1s. That sucks. 14 again.
15 again. Because I have a +2 insert.
Okay. Oh, neither of you see anything.
Okay.
As you step into the tee, you got a left or right choice.
I look at Kelser.
Mm.
I go left.
Okay, left.
All right, left it is. You only take a handful of steps down the left
Mm-hmm.
before.
Oh, we have a map?
Unfortunately, no, I don't have an ancient. Oddly enough, I don't have an ancient temple map, interior map, which would have been what would
Seems like
probably
it'd be
work
good
best for
for,
this
like-
palace.
Seems like it'd be good for D&D as well.
Yeah, I really need to get some more maps because I was planning to use maps for this a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Kickstarter for a mapping program that is specifically for sci-fi and like cyberpunk maps.
Ooh. 2 extra dice, still rolled a fucking 14.
Let's see. I'll be making use of a few when I start DMing on Saturdays.
Oh, well, we're running on Saturdays.
Once Sarah's game is done, I'm going to see about doing a game on Outbreak.
I'm not familiar with that.
It's a D100 die roll system actually. It can be for a number of different things, but there's one called Outbreak Infection, which is basically zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
And there's actually a system that's like a 43 question questionnaire where you can actually make yourself as a character in the game to play as.
By any chance, is this what was it called? End of the World? There was some company that did a series of games. It was like End of the World, Rise of the Machines, End of the World. You know.
No,
Alien
it's
something.
it's called Outbreak Infection.
Okay.
The part I like is you can go anywhere from new to the game to hardcore rules because there's like 3 separate stages of rules you can play with if you want to.
Terrifying.
Kind of what
means
level of
something-
difficulty, what level of complexity you want?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Terrifying in your hands in particular.
That Rocky and Bullwinkle game that I got for Christmas is the same way.
Why is this terrifying in my hands in particular, Deca? Please tell me, why is it terrifying in my hands? I has guts to know.
Think you
Says the
know.
man who drug owlbears into a fortress.
You're the one that gave me that power.
Anyway.
And I regret it. But back to the temple.
All right. Someone has thrown a knife at Ozen's back.
Oh boy.
Ozen, you are not where it was coming, so it hits
Uh-huh.
because they rolled really well. They still had to make a roll.
Yep.
So give me a strength roll.
Yes, 3 dice. Okay. 13.
Okay. They got an 8.
That's stun, yeah?
Yeah, so you're stunned.
Let me see if I have. No, I do not have it.
And Kelter, there's one coming for you too.
Okay.
All right, they got a 24 on the dice. They needed a 10 to hit you. Give me a strength roll.
Um.
12.
Do I also put my protective vest for
Yes,
that?
any armor you've got counts into this.
$15. 17.
Okay. They had an 11. So you take no damage, but you are stunned.
Okay.
Or I should say you take no wounds. And just as a reminder, in this game, stun means you're at -1 dice for whatever you're doing.
Yep. So we're just turning around.
Two Troka have stepped away from the wall on the other side of the T. On the right side where y'all went left.
Yep.
I need both of you to give me one more perception check.
Just perception?
Well, no, the search.
Yep.
And you said it's -1 dice, right?
Son of a bitch.
Correct.
Uh, 15.
Okay. And Kelcher?
13.
All right. You only needed 10, so you both made it.
Woo!
You see the two Troka that have stepped away from the wall. They've dropped their, little camouflage or whatever. Though as you're looking, you can see the colors changing back to like, the natural skin tones of any of the native folk. You also realize what you spot are two Troka kind of on either side of you, pressed up against the wall. But you're right up on them, so to you it looks like the wall's just got like a person-shaped lump.
Alright, so Ozin is pretending she doesn't see that, and then the round comes up, and then with the lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean they're still standing still. It's like they're like they're waiting on you to engage their buddies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Ozin will look at Kelser and look ahead and look at Kelser, and then to her, where it is on her left.
All right. So the two on the opposite side, or the two that just kind of sneak attacked you.
Yep.
Both of them have they threw one dagger. They've got another dagger.
Yep.
They are advancing on you. Obviously going to attack you.
Yep.
The two pressed up against the wall are trying not to be noticed. Will probably stab you. Well, they will stab you in the back the first chance they get.
I'm not giving them the chance.
Oh, yeah. And Ozzy, you said you were going to strike at one of the ones on the wall. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And what is Kelser going to do?
Well, she does have a knife, so she's gonna take the knife and stab the one closest to her. It's against the wall.
All right. You get to actually take your action first.
Yep.
You have a 1 dice penalty. However, the guys on the wall who don't think they've been spotted, I'm going to give them a 1 dice penalty to their rolls as well.
Balance.
As
all things should be.
16?
Okay,
oh, right. Fucking forgot to mention that this is one of those trust in the force moments, because
okay, gotcha.
Because she's not even looking.
Kelser, what did you say?
16.
All right, 16. And what is the difficulty on your weapon? It's a knife, so that should be
Strength plus 1d. That's what I rolled. I don't know. What might the
Nice.
difficulty?
Well, melee weapons have individual difficulty rolls. Knives are a 5, so you only need a 5 to hit them. They of course roll their dodge and add the 5 to that. But 5, 6, 10. All right, you got a what?
16.
Okay, so you hit him. Didn't double or anything like that. Well, never mind. That's based on the damage. All right, so roll your damage.
I'm trying to figure out what my damage is. It the strength? Because
That is a
A
strength.
knife is
Oh.
strength.
plus 1d for me. So what was I supposed to roll then?
A knife
To
is strength.
hit.
A knife is strength plus 1, not plus 1 dice, plus 1.
Well, the stats that I got out of the book said strength plus 1d.
Weird.
For yeah,
It could have been a different edition.
I
If you went with
was
Bounty Hunter, it might
it
not
was
have been.
whatever edition the book that he gave us to use.
The
'Cause
one
I
with this
grabbed
cover.
whatever you gave us with the.
All right, let me pull up the weapons chart in here, just in case
Towards
the
the end.
little sheet I printed out had a misprint on it or something.
I'm looking for. It's probably
It's towards the end,
towards the end, right?
past the template table. No, it's before the templates.
Bounty hunter. Okay, so yeah, it
Oh, no, it is
says
after.
knife, and then another knife. Yeah, this one didn't give me the stats. Maybe off the website I put the wrong one then.
Melee weapons. Hands, club, getter, full spare.
What page is that on, Deca?
That is it's literally just after the last template. On the thing.
Oh, okay, in the chart section. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Melee. What would it be then? 'Cause I don't see knife here.
Could just be a club.
It could be.
Does it have just plain blade?
Nope. Hands,
No,
club.
the chart in this book is not as complete as the GM's guide or GM screen that I've got printed out.
Gotcha.
What did your cause you're bounty hunter, yeah?
Yeah, it just says knife and then another knife. And it just
Ah.
doesn't give me the stats that I had saw on the page.
Gotcha.
So I guess I wrote down those stats.
Yeah, if you grab the stats off a website, it might have been a
Yeah.
different edition. And some people just put their own stuff on there. There's some of the more esoteric weapons I've looked up. The stats were different on every website I looked at. I had to dig through books to find what the actual stats were.
Okay. So
but a knife is your strength plus 1.
plus 1. Okay. So I'll change that to 1. So then what do I roll? I mean, I guess that's to hit. Then what do I roll to actually
The
that's
damage.
my damage.
The damage on the
Yeah.
knife is whatever your strength is plus 1.
Okay.
Right.
12. 13 plus
They
1
have
is 13.
They have rolled a 6.
14.
doubled.
15.
Well done.
So
Hold
you
on.
doubled.
Wait, hold on.
Prison shank.
11, 12, 13. 14 damage? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, they
So
got
I
6.
doubled.
So yeah, you doubled them.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are minions, so yeah, you basically just shank this guy. He gives a little and just kind of falls over, clutching the wound. The two guys that you know that are visible.
Uh-huh.
I mean, 3 now, counting the dead guy, I guess. But They both charge forward. One going after each of you.
Uh-huh.
So the first one we're gonna have stab at Kelser.
Okay. And I dodge. But I'm still stunned, right?
Yes, that's for the entire round.
The entire round. Okay.
All right, so we got an 18. He needs a 10. Or no, excuse me, he needs a 5 with the dice with a knife. Now, are you dodging?
Yes.
All right. So roll that and let me know what you get.
17.
Okay, so that's 17. Plus the baseline difficulty 5. So that is 22.
Miss completely.
Let's see. Okay, so you're fine. I mean, it would count as a stun, but you're already. I don't think stuns stack like actual wounds do.
I thought she completely missed, or I thought she completely like dodged.
You're right. The double thing is when I'm rolling actual damage. My bad. All right, so then the other one going after Ozen. 15 on the dice. Is Ozen dodging?
So literally double sixes for that.
Now remember, you're trusting in the force. Everything you roll this turn.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but dodge is down to 1, which brings it back up to 2. As I trust in the force. Almost.
Right, what'd you get?
10.
10 plus the base difficulty 5, so that's 15.
Yep.
So they just did manage to get you.
Is that me to beat it, or how are we doing that?
I think they beat you by 1, didn't they?
No. I thought you said they rolled a 15, and then I rolled a 15.
Well, I've already moved the dice now. I thought it was 16. But, even or odd, since I don't remember, since you got me confused now. So even or odd is whether it actually hit you or not.
Okay, I'll go with God. That's such a... Okay, I'll go with odd.
All right, I'll roll it on the.
Fucking A.
All right, so 6 is even.
Okay.
So give me a strength roll.
So that one is agnostic of that.
9 is the number to
5.
beat.
Yep.
Which means you really want to roll an 18, so you double it.
Yep. X. You'll never believe it. I've literally just rolled an 18.
All right.
Because my strength score is doubled at this moment.
Oh yes.
So it's my strength is up to 4, and then plus the extra dice from the vest.
And the vest dice would not double.
Right. That's why it's a 5 and
Okay.
not 4,
Gotcha.
or 5 and not 6.
Yeah. All right. So you jump back, and the knife just does catch, a little bit of your cloak. Leaves a little smear of that poison.
Uh-huh.
And then the one on the wall. I'm gonna say he's too shocked by his buddy getting stabbed like that to alter what he was planning to do. He's still sitting there going, well, maybe they haven't noticed me. And then it's Ozen's turn.
Alright. So let's see, where am I right now? 6 dice. All that doubling because I'm trying to hit that sweet 10 dice attack, and I keep never getting it. Ha. 6. Miss.
Okay.
I literally rolled a 19.
I know where your experience points need to go.
Yes, I do.
All right. Back out at the gate. The enemy army is beginning to rout. Well, the forces that had managed to get to the gate.
Yes, good.
The ones who had not quite made it to the gate yet, yeah, but they started turning around as soon as they started seeing gunship blaster fire. The commander that you almost shot, you know, I mean, is clearly took some injury from that, you know, little piece of gravel or something caught him across the head, you know, so there's some blood.
Yeah.
This side has got you know, somewhat scorched.
Yeah.
He faces your ship, sword in hand. You know, kind of holds it up. You know, both hands on it, kind of holds it up over his head, and then lays it on the ground. Steps away from it and starts walking towards the door.
Is the sword made out of bronze by chance?
Yes. All the weaponry around here is made out of bronze.
Yeah, he'll let him go.
And even where you saw the fighting starts, you know, the front lines that were fighting, that fighting starts to break up. It's like almost like news that, okay, the commander just laid his sword down, which is like, you know, you're assuming the surrender gesture. So they start kind of pulling back from each other. I mean, the defender's front line keeps advancing towards the gate, but any of the enemy troops that throw their weapons down, you know, they're not getting stabbed in the back when they turn around at that point.
Okay.
So in just a minute or two, they get up there and they shut the gate. Some more troops are, you know, some more local troops are arriving, and they're starting to disperse down, you know, break into groups going down those side streets looking for the guys that ran off into town.
All right.
Several of the soldiers kind of salute you with their swords or spears or whatever they've got.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you gatekeepers doing now? No, wait, it's not a good phrase to use.
No, it's not. Especially not in the context of Star Wars.
Gate Watcher? Gate Guardian?
Yeah,
Gate
because
Watch
Gate
is
Crasher wouldn't be it.
No, probably not.
Dorman.
Hmm.
What are you Dorman doing?
Well, if the army is routing, he will ask R2 if he sees any of the Troca there.
Oh no, he has not seen any. Or if they are, they're not camouflaging. Because, you know, the way he detects them is, oh, there's a heat signature, and I don't fit. You know, I don't regular visual ranges. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
He's basically looking in two methods, and if there's a heat signature without anything else visibly present, then he goes Troca.
Yeah. Well, if there isn't, then he will land the ship. And he's actually going to go get that sword.
That was left for me. And nobody has touched it. None of the other commanders in the area bat an eye as you walk out and retrieve it.
I was promised a sword. I'm getting a sword.
Well, this isn't the fancy one he was
Effectively?
promised, but it's clearly well cared for. But it's seen
Yes,
some use.
It has seen some use. But this is one he won. So he's
Like how you take
absolutely
the
keeping
time
it.
to land an entire ship from like, maybe a story up, just grab a sword and get back on the ship.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's gonna go grab the sword, take it, and then he'll head back to the castle.
R2 is confused. Io. Why is the captain taking time to grab a piece of brass? Or bronze, rather.
Some people like shiny things.
Perhaps I should collect shiny things.
No, absolutely not.
The whole
another dragon.
the head spins around so that that big main square optic thing is pointing at you.
I've R2, I know that you would go and possibly collect the wrong shiny things, like something that belongs to someone.
Or a bomb. Bombs are shiny.
You're not there.
Especially when they go boom.
And C4 is not shiny.
Thermal detonators are shiny.
They are. Like those shiny little buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's more of a switch, I don't know.
Which is why the R2 unit does not need to collect shiny things.
R2 just wanders in with one. It's got a switch. I don't know what it does. Maybe something good. Maybe something bad.
The beautiful candy button. The red shiny button.
Alright, but the captain runs out, collects that, and then turns y'all around and starts heading back to the castle. Or palace. Back at the palace. Ozen, what are you doing this turn? You're no longer stunned.
Right. I'm holding my lightsaber up towards the people that are like there at me. Just
The one against the
kind of-
wall?
Yes.
Or the
Whoa,
one that's got
I figured
one
the
that's been
one
trying
that's
to stab
like
you.
right, that one.
Yeah, because you got one right up on you.
Yeah. And kind of like press it up towards him and be like, "You don't want to do this."
The Troca, man, they want to do this.
Eh.
You got two of them on you, and one of them is on Kelter. And they're all trying to go stabby.
Mm-hmm.
Kelter, what are you doing?
I have to clutch
Stabbing.
2v1 again.
He is stabbing. So you said we're not stunned anymore?
No.
No, you're only stunned for the one round.
Okay.
Oh, had you taken your action before you got stunned? Or were you stunned from the sneak attack?
I was stunned from the sneak attack.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine now.
So okay, well then what do I roll for the knife attack? Like to act if I hit them.
Dexterity, melee.
Melee. Okay, thank you.
It should be pretty good at.
Kind of.
Let's see, where's his dog?
They're gonna say kinda and like pull out some like I rolled a 25.
I only got 4D. The highest I can go is 22.
Okay.
21.
Uh-huh.
All right, they got an 18, so you hit them. Roll the damage.
Roll damage, so strength.
Strength plus
Plus
1.
1. So that's basically 4D. Because I have a 3D plus 2.
Yes. Yeah. 3 pips buff up to a dice, so yes.
I was gonna say that we have had that question.
Yes. 5 is the number to beat. That is what they got on their strength roll.
Got a 16.
Damn, you tripled it.
Yeah, this one's good and dead. Then they go.
I'm expecting to get fucked up again.
All right, so going after Ozen with the first one. They got a 16 on the dice.
Okay. Once again, have to double sixes. Nope.
All right, what did you
I
get?
got 5 plus 2 is 7.
So that's
7
they
plus
needed
5.
so they needed a total of 12 to hit you.
Yes.
All right, well they did that. So give me a strength roll. 6 is the number to beat.
I did not double it, but I did meet it.
Okay, so you're
All right,
stunned.
I rolled 11. So yeah, almost doubled it, but
Almost. And the other one tries to stab you.
I cannot dodge this one.
They definitely hit. Give me a strength roll. Remember that your strength rolls are not penalized.
Right.
5 is the or 4. Excuse me, 4 is the number to beat. No, 5
beat
is
it.
the plus 1. Plus 1.
Fuck.
Sorry,
I rolled exactly
I
a
forgot about the
5.
actual knife damage. So what'd you get?
I rolled exactly a 5.
We'll say we'll say ties go to the defender or to the player.
So I'm stunned again.
Yeah. All right. Then it is Ozen's turn. Now you said you were like threatening them with the sword.
Yeah. Trying to tell them to get the fuck away.
So give me bargain doesn't seem right. Look at your
Command.
perception skills. See if you've got something that
It is a lightsaber that they do know vaporizes them. So I would assume it's like a command,
give me a command roll. We'll
like
go
a
with
non-verbal
that.
command roll. Okay. 9.
All right. All right. One of them failed the roll by 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one doubled the roll.
Okay.
Because one rolled piddly and then one rolled all 6s. So one of them starts backing away from you. The other one, hisses at him, clearly kind of pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's Ozen doing this round? You've got one of them backing off. One of them has clearly got fight left in him.
All right. The one that's got. So I'm no longer stunned because it's a new round, right?
Were you stunned before your turn? Yes. Yeah, you're clear.
Then. I will. Guess I'll whack at this guy. Like,
Okay.
all right, I tried.
He'll stab at you.
Yep.
Kelter, what are you doing?
She is gonna stab one of them that's on
Ozen.
Okay.
Ozen.
Well, you can tell one of them is backing away like he's probably about to run.
And that's the one she's gonna stab.
Man, that's fucked up. There's one literally about to stab me.
But you oh, that's right, you can't dodge anymore.
Not really.
Well, the
I'm not
dodging
great at it to begin with.
kind of starts over this round, but there's one you
Okay.
could potentially take down before he could hurt your
Yeah,
friend.
then we'll do that one real quick.
Or you could murder that one.
They're
guy
like,
by
this
shooting
seems
him
like
in the back.
Ozen problem.
Murder someone retreating.
But he's running away. It's my favorite time to shoot one.
Shoot.
I was running Eberron game one time. One of the guys was playing an archer, and I mean, every time a bad guy turned their back to run, crit.
22.
Uh-huh.
That is definitely going to hit him if you don't make a really good dodge roll. All right, you beat him by 2.
He almost made a really good dodge roll.
Yeah, he did. He made a decent dodge roll. That was a pretty decent dodge roll. Just was not decent enough. He got a 5 on his strength roll, so
20.
okay.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
Let's see here. Just out of curiosity.
These are turning into like glory kills from Doom.
Yeah, I think you would have mortally wounded him even if we were running him in like a full character.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
This is
I'm
good.
sure he didn't have a family out there that's missing him.
Oh my god.
So yeah, Kelcher kind of steps past those and just runs this one up against the wall. Knife goes in deep. He drops his knife and just kind of slumps, falls to the ground as she steps back.
I warned you.
The last guy is in full retreat at this point.
Yep.
Basically going down the hallway y'all had just come from.
Yep.
Which would also be where the exit is that he knows about.
If they came from behind us, maybe we should go that way.
Well, the way they were set up, there were 2 on either side of that T. So either way direction y'all went, there was going to be 2. Y'all were walking towards the 2 that were behind you.
That's true. All right. Well,
You suspect you would likely suspect that they must have heard you coming and set up a little ambush.
sure.
The question, of course, is was this all of them, or just the ones that were left behind for the ambush?
Guess we'll find out. Onward.
Elsa would be cleaning her knife, putting it away.
So y'all continue down the hallway?
Yep.
All right, y'all trot down the hallway. Where did I put that guy's stats? All right. You round a corner, you see another laid out guard. Same condition as the last guy you saw.
Does this guy look precisely like this? Like we went around in a circle, or is this just a
No, it's definitely a different individual.
definitely different person? Okay.
This guy's taller and thinner, whatever. Still in the palace guard uniform, but
Yep.
Are they really, or is it another Troca?
well, this guy's dead, so
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
yeah, he's dead in the
And
same
wearing
condition as the last
clothes.
one y'all saw.
This is
Ah,
a very
okay.
good makeup job.
Yes, you must remember the Troca are nudists.
And did he die the same way?
Yep, like I said, he's in the same condition as the last guy.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the ship, y'all are coming back over the palace wall.
I think I'll at this point get on and be like, Captain, there's people here are being strangled. That's new.
Any indication of what?
If looking at it, does it seem like someone has to like be really strong to do this, or is it just like some one person one handing like Bart Simpsoning?
There is some bruising, of course,
Mhm.
but you don't see like give me a medical roll.
Sure.
See what Ozen knows about what people look like that have been strangled.
All right. It ain't great, but we'll see. 6.
Okay. And a 6.
That's very
gets
easy.
you a very easy. You can't tell. There's some bruising around it. Clearly, he's been strangled. Could have been somebody's hands. Like I said, could have been an arm lock around the neck.
Like a headlock or something.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. You have no idea. Something. Like I said, there's some
Unsure.
bruising.
This isn't really my purview.
Right. Well, I guess we'll have Doc look at them.
And the medical droid.
We're about to land anyway. The army's routing.
Is that what that firing was?
I gave them fair warning. They chose to ignore me.
In a language none of them understand.
Doc talked to them.
All right. So y'all are
Well,
landing
continues on.
outside. What are y'all inside the palace doing?
Uh,
You're starting to recognize where you're at. You think you're getting close to the living quarters.
We'll get. I think I'm gonna be less focused on stealth this time and more focused on like tracking.
Okay.
You know, they're obviously little blots in the thing. I'm still going to hide, but if the choice is between look for random troika hiding in a wall or like hide, I'm gonna pick look for random troika in a wall.
Okay. All right. Give me another perception.
Yep.
Search, of course.
I already had 6 dice. 21.
Okay. You don't see any troca. You're specifically looking for that. Do any of the walls have bumps?
Yep.
You know, and you're not saying that. Everything seems to be uniformly smooth.
Okay.
This hallway is, you know, it's a 10 or 12 foot hallway, but it does not have the support beams that like the feasting room had that they were up in that time. So you don't really have to worry about it.
So no one can like Vega up the wall.
But y'all keep running ahead. You're starting to hear a little commotion from one of the rooms up ahead. You know, so far most of the doorways in the hallway have been shut.
Benny, stop messing with my dice.
But mother, I wish to play.
No, he
Well,
wants
he's
to
a
click
cat,
you.
and you're paying attention to the dice. Thus,
Nah,
less
he just-
flop there.
No, he just decided, oh, Mom, your lap is free? Oh, the table is free. Ooh, the clickety-clackety. That's how it went. Okay. So we're hearing a commotion going on?
Yes. So you're advancing towards that. Arya has landed the ship. BL-17 is at his post as the gangplank comes down. R2 has immediately begun scanning, doing well. He never really stopped scanning for a troca.
Whatever. Ozen has a if Kelser looks at Ozen, she has a very moment of conscience hitting her as she's like, tell the captain the other troika's on the way or not, but she ends up not.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. If they see him on the way, they can blast him if they really want to.
All right, so the ship has landed and the door is open. What are y'all doing? Y'all that is on the ship.
Well, Iria is getting off the ship, fully armed and armored.
Okay.
Because you never know.
Want me to keep an eye on the ship or follow you?
Either or. I can just seal the ship up if need be. If you feel like coming along.
Fair enough. Might as well give him a target-rich environment. She goes back, grabs her gun.
It's a good way to look at it.
Doc, are you going with him?
Yes, sir. He was
Okay.
also planning on investigating any, if there was a guard or so nearby that has died from this quote unquote asphyxiation.
Okay. So y'all go down the gangplank. BL-17 is stationed there. Orders, Captain?
With me.
He falls in behind you.
Do you seal up the ship behind us?
He seals up the ship.
Bloop, bloop.
Just imagine a little clicker just.
You know, the clicker doesn't do
Like a
anything.
garage door.
It just notifies R2 to raise the gangplank.
Yep.
The noise is really
It's a
just R2
garage.
giving an affirmative.
Garage door opener. Click, click. Shh.
Yeah.
Ooh, or the captain doesn't know that it doesn't do anything, and that's just a prank R2's been playing on this whole time.
That'd be awesome.
Click, click.
Stop getting my dice out, buddy.
But mother, the click clacks. I must play.
All right.
He's just.
So y'all just are y'all running in the front door, or y'all going around to that side door where you've been spotting the Troca?
He's gonna go around the side door.
Okay. So y'all are moving to follow Ozen and Kelso. All right.
Yes.
All right then. It'll take you around or so to get there. Back inside, you're hearing commotion inside the one of these side rooms.
Figured.
And you're getting close to the living section, but you think this may still be like some kind of meeting rooms or office areas.
But the commotion's coming from a door up ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelser, you're much better at shooting people than I am. You want to just go in guns blazing?
I can totally do that.
All right. I'll have the lightsaber out. Now, I'm still watching around for other people.
Going guns a-blazing.
All right. Just as you get up to the door, you hear somebody shouting inside, or not shouting, but they are talking angrily. They're telling somebody, if you want to live, give me the seals. And you hear Barden's voice basically refusing.
Okay. Kelser.
Ozen will count down. Like look at Kelser and go 3, 2.
And
then-
Kelser will kick the door and shoot the closest Troca, or the first Troca she can see.
All right, you kick the door in. Let's see. And what is your dex?
40.
Okay. And what is what is Ozen's dex?
2d plus 2.
Okay. All right. When you kick the door in, you do see 4 more Troca. At least you assume they're Troca. They're Troca or they're naked natives, one or the other. And you see an armored figure. One you've seen before. Apparently it is Blonde Fellas doing the speaking. Now, Ozen, what are you going to do this round?
How far away are these other Troika?
Oh, this room is probably, I don't know, 13, 14 feet by 13 or 14 feet.
Okay.
It's not a huge room. It's obviously a workspace.
Ozen will crack hiss and as if it hasn't already been. And I guess she's gonna yell, what's the meaning of this? You had an accord, sort of. But she's not necessarily getting into combat so much as she is like trying to get to the bottom of this.
So you might say she's on guard.
Yes.
If somebody ran up at her, she may take a swing.
Yeah.
But she's not
for sure.
initiating the combat. Okay. Alright. Blonde turns around and kind of drops into a defensive stance. He already had his sword out. It's you assume bronze like the other weaponry, though it's kind of a darker bronze.
Oh no, he's got the dark blade.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ozen has to go now.
And then the Troca in the room. They kind of take up defensive positions around Blonde.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're getting between you and him and advancing on Keltzer.
Okay.
Keltzer, what are you doing this round?
She's gonna shoot one of the Troca.
Okay. Well, you get to go first then. Give me a roll. They got a 17 on their dodge. And you were shooting at... Would this be short range or point blank?
Probably short range. Because point blank, if they were all point blank, she would have stabbed one of them. $29.
Okay. That definitely hits. So 17. Yeah. You needed a 22 to hit him. Or, I'm thinking about with the knife.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I flipped through the combat section. Apparently, I missed ranges somewhere. You know, like a rough description. Ah, here we are. No, point blank is anything within 3 meters, regardless of weapon. And 3 meters would be 15 feet, so anything in this room is point blank.
Is it? Okay. Damn. Alright, so how much of a...
Alright, so you definitely hit. Roll your damage. For whatever the blaster pistol or rifle or whatever you're using. Okay, they got a 5 on their strength roll.
They're consistently rolling 5s on that.
Hey, Sarah.
I just rolled straight 4s for all my dice, so that's 20.
I need you to high five your husband.
Well, he's at work.
Well, do it remotely.
Alright, so...
That meme he posted was great.
They got a 5, you got a 20, so you beat them by...
I quadrupled it.
Yep.
Again.
So yeah, big smoldering hole and one of them falls back. The other 3 try to stab you. So that's a 22 on the dice. For the first one.
Okay.
Are you going to try to dodge it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I need to share this meme. Sarah's husband posted that I think might fit Ozen very well
Oh,
at one
boy.
point.
Oh, this is exciting. That
Yeah, I saw that one the other day.
was last session.
Yeah.
23.
Alright, so you got a 23. Plus 5 is 28. So they needed a 28 to hit you. They did not get a 28. They did not hit you. The next one, however.
I love it. Motherfucker's
Wait,
pretty
what are
pizza
you?
crust for
What are you guys looking at? Did you knock a dice on?
12. Alright, the next one got an 18.
Okay.
You gonna try to
Let
dodge
me
that
roll. Yeah.
one? Alright, remember
One
it's
less
one dice less because
dodge.
this is your second dodge.
Yep. 20.
Okay, so 25 is what they needed. They did not get that. And the third one.
Okay.
Oh, you loser. There's 3 ones in that roll. He only needs a 12. Or only got a 12, I should say.
Oh, I've gotten more than that. Got a 15.
Okay. You subtracted 2 dice, right?
Yeah, I'm only rolling 3 dice and I got 15.
Alright. I just wanted to poison you a little bit. Alright, so they all run up and they try to, pull a Julius Caesar on you, but they miss.
Got the jukes.
And let's see, then it is then it's Blonde's turn. Decisions. I guess he will step up with his sword and try to hack at Keltzer as well. Alright. Alright, so he got a 19 on the dice.
Got an
Yeah.
11.
Alright. You remembering to take off 4 dice now? I think we're up to 4.
No,
No.
it's
Be 3
3.
dice off.
Yeah, 3 dice. Yeah,
Okay.
so 2. Rolled
Alright.
an 11.
Rolled an 11.
Oh wait, I forget to roll my vest.
For when you get
That
hit.
that is for when you take
That's when
damage. That is not to avoid
When I
the
take
attack.
damage. Okay. Okay.
Alright. Okay, there. Alright, what was it you said you got? I'm sorry, I had to look at that.
11.
11. Okay. So you managed to. You've basically ducked to the point that you've basically stepped back out of the door at this point. As all these blades are like jabbing into the door, or into the doorway. But you managed to avoid them all. Ozen, no one approaches you. So
I mean, if I see them going after my friend, I'm still going to not that far away, am I?
You got to state what you're doing.
All right, fair enough.
And you moved during the declaring phase, so you'd have had to
That's
have moved closer to him at that point. All right, outside, y'all are approaching the door. You're still probably I'll switch from feet to meters since we're in Star Wars.
So on my turn, I would have been like Blonde's been in control of the troika on the comm.
Wonderful.
That seems like relevant info, even if I'm not attacking.
The captain you could hear the smile. Wonderful.
When you're about 15 meters or so from the door flies open. And a naked bird dinosaur guy goes running out.
Okay.
Well, it's what the Troca look like every time you've seen them. So.
Oh yeah. Do I get a chance to shoot them?
Oh, what are you gonna do this turn?
Shoot them.
Shoot him, or do you
Shoot him?
Shoot him, or do you want to keep running?
It is a hostile entity. It getting shot.
All right.
Yeah.
Also
he
shooting.
doesn't see you. You're coming at an angle. He's just kind of running straight out the door. So.
Yep.
All right. Who all shooting at the poor guy?
I am for sure.
All right. Arya and Io for sure. Does Doc have a weapon on him?
No, sir.
Okay. Everybody pulls their gun except Doc, who pulls his.
No, I thought we'd given Doc a gun.
The only time Doc had a gun was in like the first session or so, when he was like, "Well, I guess I need to have something on hand."
I mean,
I'm a healer, but
I thought we just gave him one of the many guns we all had.
I don't remember. I know in the one fight, your passenger tossed him a holdout blaster.
Yep.
But he wanted that back afterwards. I mean.
I don't remember if we actually gave you a blaster after that point.
Yeah, I think the thought was put forward, but I don't know that anybody ever acted on it once y'all got back to civilization.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anywho, I don't remember the next order y'all are in, but this guy doesn't see you, so he's not going to be doing anything except his running. So whoever wants to shoot first, take a shot.
Okay. So. 20.
Okay.
No, 21 because I have a +1. Sorry.
Okay. So give me your damage roll because he has not seen y'all. Now once he gets hit, he'll see you and start dodging it, assuming he survives this. So give me a damage roll. He will roll his strength.
Will do.
He got a 9.
Damage. Scroll. 3d plus 2. Uh, 16.
All right.
yeah.
So he goes down in the dirt.
Mm-hmm. As I Yoda over here, just like, I take exception to your existence.
Just wait till the next day when he finds out that was one of the servants in the Troca had stolen his clothes.
However, you said it was a naked birdman.
They're all dinosaur birdmen.
Ah.
The Troca look just like the natives when they're not camouflaging.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, the Troca are natives, but they look like the average species.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
just naked.
if he killed a servant, he killed a servant.
We only kill bad people, except when we make mistakes.
Hold on up to it. Held up to the fact he was operating on a combat response, and there's a naked birdman that ran up at him, and he's seen the Troca do that, so.
Alright, inside Barden's office. Barden is at this point now hiding behind his desk. Well, it's actually probably more of a table, but whatever it is, he's hiding behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see where, he's been roughed up a little bit.
Yes.
Advanced interrogation methods may have been used.
Lon's this big, fucking
Oh yeah, he's a beast
buff
of a
guy, right? Okay, so that explains the choking.
Alright, so Ozan, what are you doing?
Oh god. I guess she's gonna just fucking try to continue on with the lightsaber, and just whack at one of the closer Troika that seemed to have all aggroed Kelser.
Well, she is the one that kicked in the door and started shooting, so yeah.
Yes.
Alright. The Troca are going to start spreading out into the hallway a little bit. One of them is going to go after Ozan, the other three are going to try to stab Kelser.
Yep.
Is this a new round or?
This is a new round.
Okay, good.
Blonde.
Back to normal.
Hang on. Blonde is what is old Blonde going to do? He's going to attack Kelser.
He ain't attacked you yet. Just declaring.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, why are you dodging? You ain't dodging yet.
Always dodging.
All right. So Kelser, what are you doing?
You're going to shoot the one that's furthest from me.
Okay, Blonde's furthest from you.
And we're shooting blonde man.
All right.
$28.
28.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to hit him. Roll your damage.
$22.
All right. Well, if I can quit dropping that one. All right. He doesn't dodge, but as you point the gun at him and fire, he holds up one hand and seems to catch the blast.
Okay.
Blonde?
Blonde.
Hmm.
And then he smiles at you. Behind the table, Barden sees this, makes some sort of hand gesture, and sounds like he started praying. Like wide-eyed, he is freaking out. Let's see who is next. Be the Troca. All right, one of the Troca is trying to stab Ozen.
Mhm.
All right, he rolled a 20. I'm assuming Ozen is going to dodge.
If you want to attempt to, sure. 9, yeah.
All right, so that's 9 plus 5. So they needed a 14 to hit you.
Mhm.
Not a problem. So give me a strength roll. Ooh, they only rolled a 2 plus 1, 3.
I am more than double that. I'm at 5, 6, 7, 8,
Alright.
9, 10.
You are completely unharmed then.
Tink.
Making sure that worked out. Alright. The other two try to stab Keltzer. Now you can start dodging.
Well, then I'll use the first dodge roll I rolled.
Alright, they got a 15.
Yeah.
Playing Dark Souls here.
That's a 26 a dodge.
Alright, 15. 26 plus 5, yeah, definitely. And the second one.
Sometimes that's how it be with some games, you know?
Alright, second one got a 20.
Or you could be like Dragon Ball Z Abridged with Piccolo. Dodge!
21?
All
Oh, no.
right.
No, hold on. I gotta take a dice out. Sorry.
That's right, this would be your second one.
19.
Alright, so 19 plus 5 means they needed a 24. They got a 20. So that did not hit. Alright, then it is Blonde's go. Alright. that doesn't tell me much about how that actually works. That's annoying. Alright, he is trying to force choke Keltzer. So I make a perception or control roll. No. Make a perception or control roll.
They make
for
a perception or
target
control roll.
and modify for proximity. Well, it's point blank. So Keltzer give me a perception roll.
$16.
Yeah, you got a 16.
Should be really hard to do this unless he's really good at control and alter. There's like 3 different rolls and all of them have to be successful.
Alright. Make a perception or control roll for the target. Modified by proximity. Alright, you said you got a
16.
16.
That'd be 16
Proximity's
plus a
Point
5.
blank, so that's 5.
Yeah.
So it's a 21. Alright, the thing says targets. The user rolls his alter dice, skill dice.
Mm-hmm.
His skill dice is 3 times the difficulty number. The target is mortally wounded. Okay, so it works a lot like a combat roll.
Yeah.
But using his force skill. Let's see, it was altered. $18, 24. Alright, so he beat you, but only barely. So you're wounded.
Am I sensing dark side of this shit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Uh,
This is not a nice man.
no. Is he wearing suspiciously like black plasteel armor? Like I would find on maybe an Inquisitor?
No, he's wearing bronze armor like all the natives folk
Okay,
have been wearing.
just making sure.
His is fancier and painted up, and got intricate stuff on it.
Sure.
It was blonde. Ah, now it is Ozen's turn.
I'm smacking someone who was, the guy who was attacked me.
All right, give me a roll.
Fuck. 15. I missed.
Oh, that's right. You gotta hit the baseline difficulty at least. All right.
Mhm.
Outside, I assume y'all have run into the building at this point. Okay. You're not gonna have any trouble finding where to go. You get to the T in the hallway and you hear blaster fire from some distance off to the left.
Yeah, I'll head over there.
Okay. Y'all run down. When y'all turn the corner, way off in the distance, you see Ozen with the lightsaber out. You can kind of see Keltzer's back leaning out of this door, or standing next to this door at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You see one Troka, assaulting Ozen. You see 2 of them on Keltzer, and she's got a gun in one hand. With her free hand, she's kind of clutching at her throat. You may take shots, though it is at long range.
Well,
Which will actually bring y'all into the regular initiative, so everybody's can just be in the
yeah.
instead of jumping back and forth. Which
Okay.
I had y'all listed at one point as to where everybody was. Okay. So yeah, because the Troca are always second to the top. Captain, what is your dex?
3D plus 1.
Okay. Oh, okay. I've already got. There's blind. Yeah, that should be in the right order. Oh, but I gotta put BL17 back into this one. Alright. So starting at the lowest dex, Doc, what are you doing?
Is there currently anyone injured in the room?
Well, you can't
Oh,
see
you
into the
get
room. Y'all are at the end of a long hallway, and you see them off in the distance. You know, almost the length of the palace. This hallway is kind of on the side of the palace and runs almost its entire length.
If anything, he'll at least advance closer
Yeah.
to everybody.
Yeah, but you can see, like I said, you can see Celts are kind of clutching at her throat. Something is wrong there, but you don't know what. All right, so you just start trucking down the hallway.
He's just gonna start trucking.
All right. Ozen.
Dark side of the force, not good. Stab. I'm attempting to stab. Blonde.
All right, so you're going after Blonde.
I'm gonna maneuver myself to get behind him. Is there anything weird I see behind him?
You're gonna have to get past the Troca, through the door, and then kind of walk around. You know, it's gonna be awkward trying to get around him because he's still in the room.
Okay.
I mean, you've got the movement to do it, but he's probably just gonna do this little number and turn face you.
Oh, that's fine if he faces me. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm just like as I'm getting around, I'm just trying to see if I see anything.
Oh,
behind
weird
his
in the
back.
room. Okay. So you're just maneuvering and looking around the room.
I'm maneuvering and I'm going to attack him, but from what I understand, the person back there made a like hand signal.
Yeah, he seemed to make some kind of
However that
hand
may be
gesture.
interpreted. Yeah. So that's what Ozen's going with, and she's gonna turn around and does she see anything weird as she comes about to attack?
Mm-hmm. Io. You may be muted. Did anybody else here start talking?
No.
Okay.
Did the cat do cat things?
I'm going to blame the cats, but that's my default.
Testing, testing.
All right, you're good.
Hello.
Yay, we can hear you.
Shoot at the Troca.
Okay. Long range, difficulty's at 20. He's turned around to go after Ozen, so he hasn't noticed you yet. So there's no dodging.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, wait, that was with the declaration phase. Oops. Don't guess it matters. Blonde is going to attack Ozen since Ozen's came into the room with the whole magic sword thing. Cat, what are you doing?
He's going to pull out his rifle and he's going to shoot at Blonde.
Blonde is inside the room. You can't see inside the room. You see these two have stepped out into the hallway, and there's a couple of Troca out in the hallway.
Oh, okay, well, he's going to shoot.
And then you'd have just seen Ozen run into the room, so something's going on in the room. But
Yeah. He'll shoot at one of the Troca then with his rifle.
okay. Okay, what'd you get? Oh, that's
Oh, I
right.
thought-
We're in the
about
decoration phase. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was sitting there going, isn't this
I don't know why
decoration?
I'm still having a hard time remembering the way this initiative works. All right, the assassins are going to. The one that was fighting Ozen is going to follow Ozen in the room. The other two are going to stab Kiltzer.
Do I have disadvantage or anything? Or
And then
no?
Kiltzer, what are you doing this round? No, you've essentially just took damage.
Okay. She's going to stab the Trokas next to her.
Okay.
That's what she's gonna do.
Yep, Ozen ran in the
the
room.
ads.
Kiltzer's just going to have to hope Ozen can take this guy out before he keeps choking.
Basically. Blaster ain't do shit. Yeah, so. I guess, do I go first or the Troka going first?
You go first.
You are top of the initiative, so you declare last, but go first.
Okay. Stab. 19?
Okay. They got a 13 plus 5, 18. Okay. So you hit, roll damage.
Okay. Damage.
They got an 8 on their strength roll.
$14.
Okay, 14. Alright, you've stabbed one of the Troka.
Okay.
No.
Are they down or are they just hurt?
No, he falls back. He's down.
Okay.
The Troka of Mooks. Okay. Then the Troka go, of which there are only 2, I think, left. One's going to try to stab Rappy. Or Keltzer, I should say.
And she's, of course, gonna dodge.
Alright, they got a 13.
$16.
Alright, you're good. One is going to run back into the room and try to stab Ozen.
Yep.
Let's see, 16. 23.
Ooh. Yeah. That's. Yeah, even with my dodge, I'd still get hit.
Alright,
Even
so
if
you-
I rolled max. Even if I rolled max on my dodge, I would still get hit.
We gotta work on
So
Ozen's
you're
dodge.
gonna min-max the system and just not dodge. I see.
I'm gonna lose a dice regardless.
Give me a strength.
Uh-huh. Maybe.
Ooh. 4 is the number to beat. Well, you want to
I rolled
double it.
I rolled exactly 4.
You're stunned then.
Yeah.
But no actual damage.
Like
so
I said,
that's
I was
fine.
gonna lose a dice regardless. I called my shot.
No. So you're already wounded, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not hurt
Are you
yet.
not? No. It was Kelcher that took a wound. I'm sorry.
Yep.
So that was the assassins. Captain, you're up.
He's gonna shoot at one of the Troka with his rifle.
Okay. One of them's running back inside, and Kelcher has killed one. Is there another one standing out there?
There was one that Kelser already downed. There was one that Kelser downed in the beginning round, and then there was
Yeah.
one that they just beat now.
I had 2
Okay,
on
so
me,
there,
and
yeah,
one
so
was
there,
going.
there is still one in Troca in the hallway. You can see. So yeah, fire at will.
Alrighty. 5d plus 1.
He is going to try to dodge because he's been moving around, so he is seen down the hallway.
22.
He got an 11.
Is there a range differential variance for a rifle?
Let me look at the weapons list.
Because mine is 4 to 35 for short range.
Let's see, Black Parakeet, where are we at? Which weapon do you have?
I'm using my Blastech DLT 20A rifle, the sniper rifle, basically.
Okay, I don't think I've got the stats for that one on this sheet.
Yeah, it's 4 to 35, and then medium range is like 110, and then it goes to like 200 something for long range.
Let's see, but that would be in meters, so 110 meters is longer than a football field. Yeah, you're not quite that far away. So yeah, one down from that. You said that was medium?
Range increment is 4 to 35, 110, and then 280 from short, medium to long.
Okay. Then yeah, for your sniper rifle, this is counting as short.
Okay.
Which means I get to add a +5. Or the difficulty is. No, short range is 10. He had an 11, or he had a. Yeah, he had an 11, so I add 10 to that. Alright, so 21 is what you need to hit. What did you get?
21.
Okay. Roll
Not
damage
exactly.
Damage would be
6 is the number to beat. That's what he has got on his strength roll.
Yep. 21.
Yeah, okay, you paced him.
Yes.
Kelter, you suddenly realize, hey, I think reinforcements are here. As your guy goes, pfft.
Nice.
Well, it's a blaster, not
Some sort of plasma rifle.
projectile, so it's just a big burn.
Yeah.
Come here.
Alright, then it is Blonde's turn. And Blonde is going to try to slash at Ozin, since Ozin is in the room.
Okay.
And, you know, a whole magical sword thing. Alright, 6. Alright, that's an 18. Is Ozzy going to try to parry?
I think she would try, yeah, with her lightsaber.
Alright. And lightsabers do use melee parry, I think. I don't think they
Yeah.
broke that down into a separate one.
For melee weapons, yes. For blasters, I can use sense.
Well, this guy's using a bronze sword, so.
Correct. Yeah, I rolled a 7. So 7 plus 5.
Okay. Now, does parry work like dodge, where it's we haven't actually, I don't think, melee parried yet.
Sorry, I rolled an 8.
Okay.
And yes,
Like
they
the wrong
function
skill.
the same.
Okay. So you rolled. So you got a total of an 8 on your parry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That adds the difficulty of his weapon. All right. So he did not roll high enough.
Yep.
Uh,
Also, it's a lightsaber, so you know.
that's what you expect when you hit it.
But
there's just a spark and he kind of jars back from it. And there's a little scorch on the blade, but it's holding up.
Oh, this thing functions the same way a vibroblade does.
I don't know about any of that.
Somewhat. Well,
Interesting.
if I remember correctly, can't vibroblades duel with lightsabers?
Not for long, but yes.
I think force pikes could. There's a couple of oddball weapons that can. I don't remember vibroblade
Yeah.
specifically because it's just.
Well, that's why
a
they made
shaky piece of
vibroblades
metal.
specifically to. Well, that's why they made vibroblades specifically so that they could, compete with Jedi.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that was in
lightsabers.
cutting power though, more than anything.
Mm.
All right. So that was blind. Io.
Well, it says in the new canon, they're not capable of blocking lightsabers.
My mistake
This
then.
is something
What about-
else.
What about old
Well,
canon?
I don't know. That may be an old canon, but new canon it says it can't.
I don't really recall it being a thing, but I don't know. I haven't
I
read
just-
all the books by any means.
I just literally looked it up right now.
All right. Io.
Is there anyone left in the hallway as a target?
No.
She's gonna move up and would she be able to move and take a shot, or just move?
Just move.
And
It's
she's
long
gonna
enough. You got to
move
put
up.
your head down and full speed.
I thought that was a multiple action thing that you could do.
Yeah, but the sprinting gives you an extra few meters. Well, it might double.
She'll just move.
Okay. Dicka.
I can no longer hit.
Okay.
It's. I have three. I have 3 dice in my lightsaber. I can no longer hit.
All right.
She'll swing, narratively speaking, but it doesn't do anything.
Not even if you roll all 6s.
It's 18, and the difficulty would be 20.
All right. And then Doc was just doing the move.
Yes, sir.
Though Keltzer, you no longer feel the pressure on your throat.
Finally, I can breathe again.
Basically, when he attacked Ozen, that would have gone away.
Yeah.
All right. Doc and Io have just gotten right up there to the within easy moving distance of the door, so you're in the same area as the other two now. So Doc, what are you doing this round?
Tending to whoever's the most injured, if it is possible.
Okay, I'm not
That
sure.
or-
I don't think you can use a med pack necessarily in the middle of combat.
He has his needle thing.
Yeah, I've got.
Oh
my,
yeah, he's got the
We've been saying that's effectively a med pack.
That's right. That's,
Yeah, it's
that's
effectively
how,
med
how
pack.
we've had it working system wise. That's right. Okay.
If you look,
Well,
you'll
of
probably
your
see
friends,
bruises.
I think Keltzer is definitely the most injured.
Kelser's the only one that's injured.
Yes.
Which is kind of unusual, but you can roll with it. She's also
Yeah, it
the one
only
standing by
took
the door
four
that you actually get to easily.
It only
Yeah,
took
that would
4 of them
be-
going at them instead of me.
that'd be what Doc does then, is kind of rush up to Keltzer, administer a little bit of first aid.
Psst.
Gotta keep everybody breathing.
I'm trying to think where on culture you could stick a dagger or stick a needle though. Maybe Doc's got a magnet in his hand, so he just kind of poop on the helmet, lift, stab the back of the neck, put the helmet back.
There are spots between the plates. It's not
yeah.
solid.
But
And
the magnet
technically,
head thing is a lot funner. I'm just saying.
I can only imagine. I'd be worried if that would mess up systems, but as advanced as that tech is, probably wouldn't.
All right, so Doc's gonna run up and assist Keltzer, Dekka, or I should say Ozen.
Ozen's gonna have a moment of the fuck and then go in with the lightsaber again.
All right.
Actually, I will amend that. No, that was an attack.
Io, you're at the door. What are you gonna do?
She doesn't know who's a threat at the moment, so whoever attacks one of the crew first, she will take a shot at them.
Okay. Now, what she does see is it looks like Blonde and Ozen are kind of in sword fighting position against each other.
And if she can get a clear shot, she'll take a shot.
All right. Blonde. Is going to take another shot at Ozen.
Okay.
You're basically the target that he can see. Well, there's two by the door. All of his flunkies are gone now. Yeah, but he's focused on Ozen, so.
Yep.
Captain, there are no targets in your hallway anymore.
Well, rifle going away, pistol out, and he will head for the
Start shrugging for the door. All right.
Yeah.
You'll be there by next round. You won't get there in time to do anything this round.
Understood.
Let's see. There are none of the Troca left. I can mark them off. Keltzer.
Going to shoot. Son of a bitch that choked her.
His mother was a saint.
With a 29.
Okay. Oh, let's see. He's going to try to catch that bolt too. So roll your damage.
Yeah.
Man has better force skills than I do. But I also have that ability. I just can't pull it off as well.
Well, he rolled really good last time. This time we'll have to see.
Well, the way I understand it, you have to get 15, and then everything after 15 is like a dodge roll for that particular
23.
ability.
All right, you got a what now?
23.
23. All right, he fails. So his strength check. What was his strength? that also fails, so he did better. You said 23?
Yes.
Alright, so he did not quite double it, though. Sorry. He failed, but your damage did not quite double him. So he is wounded. Minus 1d. Then Cap is running down the hallway. Then Blonde goes.
I will melee parry this.
Alright.
8 again.
Let's see. 15, 16, 17.
I had 2 dice instead of 1 this time, and I still got 8.
Alright, so he rolled a total of a 29.
That
And you
hits
got
the
an
fuck
8?
out of me. Yep. 8 plus 5.
Well, the difficulty depends on his weapon.
Sure.
The
Oh, that's
troca
true.
was the
That's true.
troca was plus 5 because they were using knives.
Sure. He's using something else. So
Uh,
8 plus 5 is whatever that is.
13.
Yeah.
So 8 plus his difficulty is a 23. He got a 29, so he hit.
Yep.
Give me a strength roll.
That's better. $13.
Let's see. Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 21.
Nope, he already beat it.
23.
Wounded, not worse.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Ayo, Blonde is just cut. You just saw Blonde cut Ozen.
She'll try and take a shot.
Alright. That's a 12. It's point blank, so the difficulty is 5. This one he's not going to get too fancy on. He's just going to try to dodge. Alright, he got 7 plus 5. So he needed a 12. Okay. That's a hit then. His strength damage. Strength is plus his armor. Alright, he got a 14. So that is another wound. So he's at minus 2 dice. So the wound will move up to incapacitated. And then it is Deca.
Again, she swings and Ozen swings and cannot hit. Yeah. That's 5, 10, yeah, that's 12.
Alright.
None doing.
And then Doc. I believe you're going to do your medicine thing on Kelser.
Where did the medicine go? There it went. And 38.
Alright, that's 38. And that succeeds in downgrading her wounds by 1, correct?
Yes.
Alright. And Kelser, you were only wounded?
I was only wounded.
Alright, you're feeling much better now. Throat's a little sore, but you'll be okay. And then, what is hopefully the last round, we start off with Doc. What are you doing this round?
Good question.
You have
Is the-
seen Ozen take a wound, but that's also still the middle of combat over there. So
The king still nearby?
the king is not here. This is a smaller office. The guy y'all have met
right.
several times. What was his name?
I believe it begins with M.
Barden. Barden is the guy that's hiding behind a table.
Doc will head over that way and probably take cover with him. Just kind of reassure him that he's going to be alright. And to, again, avoid combat.
Yeah, he's chanting something in his native language. You're not picking up too many. You don't know the full language. You're not picking up very many of the words here.
I might catch a syllable or two, but that's probably it.
Yeah. Ozen, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep swagging. Actually, no. Sorry. I'm going to activate calm.
Okay. Io.
Take another shot.
Okay. Blind. While he's fighting, he begins to tell you, he begins to make an offer. He's willing to give you all the treasury of this city if you'll help him take the city. Or just stand aside and let him take it. But Ozen's, everybody's still acting aggressive to him, so he's still fighting. He'll take a swing at Ozen. Captain.
If he can get to the room, he's gonna shoot at the king.
Yeah, you can get closer for the room now to shoot into it.
Yeah, he's gonna be shooting the king. Question. If I have a dark side point, I can't do the trust in the force thing, can I?
You lose a force point when you get a dark side point.
Makes sense.
And you only had the one force point that you used intentionally, and got the dark side point. So yeah, you do not have a force point at the moment.
Okay.
I don't. I'll have to check and see if there's ways to burn. There may be ways to burn dark side points, but I think that earns you another dark side point.
You can. It takes you have to be wanting to get rid of the dark side point, but you can also get other force points by doing other stuff.
Yeah.
It's usually at GM discretion, but
And Kelter, what are you doing?
Going to shoot at the guy again.
All right, you go first.
Okay. $21.
Okay. He is going to try to catch that bolt, so roll me damage. Turns out he's actually way better at that than dodging.
$20.
$22. I believe he just had to beat. No, it's 15 plus. He takes damage on that one. Uh-oh.
that skill's real hard to use, as I have it too.
Yep. So yeah, everybody's lining up on him, but Keltzer gets her shot off first. And like I said, he pulls up and he's trying to absorb it, but he's already badly injured. Oh, I forgot to take his dice off of that control roll too. Oops. So he floated by even worse this way. And yeah, her shot just burns a hole through the hand, and the rest of the shot is into his face and falls back. His sword clatters to the ground.
Ozen will hold a finger up because she knows the captain is like mildly interested in that weapon, and is gonna pick it up and just see.
He's
like,
got a sword in his belt right now.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that, so she's just holding a finger up before he tries to grab the sword. I'm just gonna pick it up. Do I get?
It feels wrong.
It feels wrong.
There's something wrong with this thing.
Just throw it immediately on the ground like what? You'll see that Ozen looks very like that's wrong and it should not exist.
Then break it.
I'll try. And I get the lightsaber. It's on the ground. I assume that does nothing. As I.
It is doing very small amounts of damage.
Okay. Then she'll hold on to it until it actually goes through.
Barden kind of crawls out from behind the table. Well, he stands over and kind of limps over. And he takes a position next to Ozen. And he seems calmer now.
Mm-hmm.
But he takes a position next to Ozen, and it's literally kind of a hands folded, head bowed. He's chanting something.
You understand the words I'm saying? I activated calm, by the way, since it was going to happen anyway. So, she's.
And what does calm do again?
It gives me a +4 to for rolls for the next 2 rounds, and then it also gives me a +4 to resist dark side.
Gotcha. Alright, so you eventually manage to damage the sword enough that it breaks.
I don't see any weird shit.
Not especially. You feel kind of a relief, like there was a creepy feeling in the room, and suddenly you realize, oh, it's gone. Of course, you're pressing down with so much force that when it snaps, you actually sink into the stone a little bit.
Yep.
Under it, but
that's fine.
Barden doesn't seem to care. I'll put a rug over that; it'll be fine.
Oh, so you do understand? I was asking if you understood basic.
Oh yeah, you've spoken with Barden before.
Yep.
He was just praying in his native language.
Sure. Do you know what that was? That gave me the worst feeling.
We used to have these. People that do magic's not unlike he rattles off
the Vizier's name.
Janus's name.
Yeah.
Magician kings, or whatever I guess you would call them. Back in ancient times. Back when most people were nomadic, but I didn't think any of them actually existed. I guess that explains how he's been able to take so many cities.
Well, I won't be taking any more.
No, I suppose not. I need to burn some incense in this room.
Help you with that.
Where's my sage?
I will help you.
But there's been enough commotion that some guards start showing up at this point. And they can identify Blonde by his armor at the very least, and I guess the side of his face to catch the blaster bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So yes, what they figure out is he was one of these witch king, magician king, sorcerer kings, whatever you want to call them. Something they, to their knowledge, had not existed for a very long time. Unlike the Troca that were kind of within known history, just an early part of it.
Yeah.
These guys kind of predated that a little bit. Ozen, of course, you realize this is just a native dark side.
Native version of Force. I'll ask: is there some sort of temple or some sort of worship on the planet?
Yes, we have temples dedicated to. He names off various gods.
Was there one specifically that, and I look at him, that he might have gone to?
I'm sure whatever, anytime he was in a conquered city, he would likely have still paid homage to the city's patron god.
Okay.
If you mean the magician kings themselves, they, according to the stories, they did not acknowledge the gods.
I see. Okay. I don't have to worry about any Indiana Jones bullshit going on here to go into a Jedi temple or something. Good.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. That I know of. Ozen will take up the two sides of the two, because the way I picture it, she goes where the part is weakest, where the blade and the are just gonna hold them in two different sides so that they cannot be together, but it's gonna put them in her pockets.
When you touch it, there's still this lingering wrongness to it. But it's not as strong. It's going away. Yeah, it's not as strong.
Okay.
It feels wrong, but not dangerous now. So anyway, over the next day or two, as it comes out what Blonde was, and that he had the Troca working for him, King Groax is able to negotiate a pretty favorable peace with the other armies outside. All three of them are universally kind of horrified at this revelation. And they appear legitimately not known what it was they were dealing with. They wonder about what kind of control he must have had over the Troca, though, considering he killed several of them in the faked ambush, or the ambush outside during the peace talks.
Mm-hmm.
So favorable peace negotiated. They are still sharing the cure. They don't know what's going to happen in the multiple cities Blonde controlled. He had 3 sons. He'd left each of them in charge of one city, but as far as Groax knows, there was no, he hadn't had any chosen heir, so undoubtedly they'll fall into infighting. He's not 100% sure on what to do as far as sending any cure that way or not.
You don't send a cure, there'll be a variant and it'll be worse.
All those words.
Protectorates.
Worse, he understood.
Worse. Send cure or get worse.
I heard basically, well, make them a protectorate.
Well, there's some distance off. He's not sure he's got the personnel to stretch out that far. He'll likely just let the heirs sort it out. Send Kira that way via merchants or something. Get some in the area, but he doesn't want to come off as taking sides in a civil war.
Fair enough.
Again.
But the peace is achieved. The other armies start to withdraw. They have to pay some restitution, but everybody seemed relatively satisfied.
Yeah.
Like any good negotiation, nobody's completely happy, but there's a little ceremony. You each get medals. That they're more than just medals. They signify you as friends of the city. He tells you if you ever need a place to stay, whether to lay low, to get away from things, you're always welcome here.
Okay.
Giving me the end of episode 1 vibes.
There's no glowing ball or anything.
Okay.
It is down kind of almost like this oversized balcony that juts out from the outside of the palace wall. It's like 10 or 15 feet above where the peasants can gather. So it is kind of outside, amongst the people.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yes, it is a very festive. There is lots of cheering. There's music playing. There's streamers, though these people don't have paper, so you're not sure what they made streamers out of.
We hope paper.
No, it's little clay tablets they cut into. It looks like they're chunking narrow bricks at you. Oops. But yes, that does wrap us up. You have a big party.
Back into space.
Yeah, we will pick up next week with y'all back into space.
Let's say before they leave, Iota would ask, is there anyone who does any tattoos?
Yeah, tattoo artists are something they would have. It's not as popular in the cities as it is with the nomadic rules, but yeah, there's a tattoo artist around.
He will ask where the best one that he knows might be.
Okay. The king probably wouldn't know off the top of his head, but he'd find somebody that knew.
And before Iota would return to the ship, there'd be a little bit more added to the geometry on his face.
Tattoo artist doesn't even charge you.
Hmm?
I said the tattoo artist doesn't even charge you. It's a thanks for what you've done for the city.
I don't even think we have the proper currency for them. Does he to get his
Well, no,
sword
because the
forged?
king has paid you in gold, so.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
What were you saying about Ozen?
It's like, does Aorta get his sword forged?
Oh.
Or is it like, I have one, I'm good?
Oh no, he absolutely does.
Yeah. The king agreed to give him one, so yeah. So all that happens.
So now he has two that he can hang up in a little cross pattern.
Funny you mentioned cross pattern because that's kind of what Ozen has in her room with the dark side. The dark side sword is just it's just one on one side, one on the other side, all the way over there.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap up here. We'll pick up next week with y'all in space. Some time will have passed, so be thinking about what kind of day to day pay the bills kind of work y'all do, or whether you're taking this big payday and just kind of kicking back somewhere.
Absolutely not. There's money to be made.
Go to Space Vegas.
There's money to be made.
So Nar Shaddaa then. Space Vegas.
All right, y'all get 6
One of
skill
us
points
still
for
has a
tonight.
bounty on our head. We can't go back there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's things to be concerned about. All right, so y'all get 6
Yeah.
skill points today.
Okay.
Ooh,
Hey.
yeah.
And to everybody that was in the chat, thank y'all for coming by. I think we've still got a few
Yeah.
diehards hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And you're always appreciated.
You know, hope everybody enjoyed it. I had fun running it. Let's see what, one more time. Roll for Ukraine. Dire continue to do that. Any money donated goes to United Help Ukraine. They are set up in Poland, and they are helping with medical supplies. Toiletries is not the word I'm looking for. Hygiene products, anything, stuff like that they can do to help refugees and citizens that have been displaced. 99% of what you give goes directly to helping. 1% covers their operational costs. I forget how much longer we're doing this.
I believe this is the last week.
Will this be our last time doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was
could be
10
wrong,
days.
but
I think you may be right. You may be right. And of course, there's a lot of streaming groups doing that. The other Diary shows will continue to do it throughout the week. So I think that wraps us up. I can't think of anything else. So we'll see y'all next week. Oh wait, I almost forgot, and Jeremy would never forgive me. What else is on Diary this week?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Because tomorrow, on Wednesday, will be Fall Skull Nights with JT. Thursday is a Knight's Ransom with Pink Rambo. Saturday is The Stolen Cities with Alex. And Sunday is Varenheim with Trail. And The Troubleshooters is back for their final season.
Yeah, they started.
There's a lot going on, and I have no idea where to even begin with that. So you can just tune in on Monday to find out, and then come back and see us on next Tuesday. Some more Star Wars stuff.
We'll see y'all next time.